Hello everyone, Dill304 here. As you can see, we have my car in front of me. This video is going to be a little different. So, as most of you know, this is my 2005 Mitsubishi Eclipse. I've had this car since 2009. My dad actually bought it when I was 11 years old, and it was my first car. And so, notice how I said was my first car. Well, like I said, this car is going to be replaced. I didn't actually say that before, but whatever. Anyway, this car is being replaced, and for just a couple of reasons. The transmission recently has been a little bit not smooth. I think I'm just kind of worried about the future for this car because, as you know, Mitsubishi really isn't the, gold standard of reliability. And so this car has over 109,000 miles on it now. And I noticed that usually when you'd select a gear, sometimes there'd be a lot of resistance in selecting the gear, or it just wouldn't be smooth. So I was kind of worried about that, and so I was looking for a new car. But first of all, before we get to that, I'm going to just do one little last tour of this car. I'm not going to start it up because actually my dad has the key for the car and I don't know where he put it. So we're just going to do a little walk around. The car is unlocked, so I'll show you the inside. But of course, I put those headlights on a couple months ago. The car's still in pretty good shape for being a 12-year-old vehicle. Of course, I put these new tires on here just about 5,000 miles ago. Kind of unfortunate, but yeah, those are Michelin Premier AS, so those aren't cheap tires. But anyway, the car is pretty much the same as it was before. Still have my slow as fuck sticker. I'm going to need to remove that eventually. But yeah, anyway, let's go ahead and just go inside the car a little bit. This is going to be pretty short, but yeah, so this is my car. I got this car as soon as I was 16, and I drove it for, well, about 2 years. No, more like 2.5 now, because, I'm almost 19 now. Anyway, of course, we have my Pioneer head unit. It's still in here, 5-speed manual. Again, I don't have the key, so I can't start it up, but this car has about 109,850 miles, I think. So yeah, this is basically just going to be a little farewell to the car. This car is going to be sold for, well, I don't know, we haven't decided what we're going to sell it for yet, but yeah, that's the end of an era for me. So thank you, Mitsubishi Eclipse. You were a pretty good car. This car taught me how to care for a car and drive responsibly, so I thank it for that. But without further ado, let's go ahead and move on to my new car. Ladies and gentlemen, there's my new car. This is a 2013 Honda Accord Coupe EX with a 6-speed manual and the Earth Dreams 4-cylinder. I was looking at cars, and I ultimately decided on this one. We went to the dealership. I went to the dealership Friday to test drive it, and then I had to go to work Saturday. And then Sunday, which was yesterday, my dad and I rolled up in there to, see what my dad thought of the car. And of course, I ended up buying it. So yeah, thank you, Dad, for helping me because I have no credit history. So anyway, I did get the car. So again, it's a 2013 Honda Accord Coupe in black, obviously. It's in pretty good shape. It was originally a leased car. According to the Carfax, someone leased it when it was brand new in 2013. Drove it for 3 years and then gave it back to Honda, and then they promptly decided to sell it. So this car was listed for sale for like a couple of months, I think. So I think they listed in like early June. It's mid-July now, so yeah, or I think it's closer to late July now. Anyway, yeah, obviously the car is in pretty good shape. There's really no super bad damage. The only thing I can notice is that there's a little scratch on the hood here. I'm gonna see if they can buff that out for me though. But otherwise, the car's in pretty good shape. Do have 17-inch rims, of course, stock Honda rims. I actually like the way those look though. Of course, we have Goodyear Assurance tires on the front, and then the original Michelin Primacy MXV4 tires on the rear. So I assume that the front tires, the original tires, were replaced because those tires have more tread than these, but these still got a long way to go before they're going to be bald, so I'm not worried about that. But anyway, yeah, let's just take a little walk around to the car. You saw the front. Here's the rear. absolutely, like, I always wanted one of these cars ever since they came out. I just really love the look of this car. So let's go ahead and take a look. Here's the rear. I just washed the car and cleaned it, so that's cool. Anyway, here's the other side. Pretty awesome car. I absolutely love it so far. And I didn't do so great of a job cleaning that window, but actually that's on the inside. Never mind, I'll have to get that. Anyway, we the dealership was able to give us a deal on this car, so that's pretty cool. We I actually got the car. Obviously I got low jack, gap insurance, and a free, well, not exactly free, a 3-year 36,000 mile warranty on the car. Yeah, okay. And so I got those 3 things for an extra $9 a month, so that wasn't even, you know, that was a no-brainer. I obviously did that. So this car it has a bumper-to-bumper full warranty, so if anything goes wrong with it in 3 years or 36,000 miles, I can get it fixed for free, so that's cool. Anyway, what do you say we go ahead and take a look inside the car? Of course, we have the key fob here. Pretty nice looking key fob, I think. There it is. I did get 2 keys with the car, but I'm not going to carry 2 keys around. Obviously, there's no point. So anyway, let's go ahead and dive into the car. Let's go ahead and take a look on the interior. So again, it is a black car with black cloth seating, so you know, black on black. That is actually something I read in the manual. It's a seat height adjustment. Oh, okay, interesting. Anyway, yeah, of course, pretty nice interior. It has 2 displays. Of course, it's a 6-speed manual, like I said. Let's go ahead and take a look. Let me get in the car. So let's see, how does this work? Oh, like that. So you pull it down. Ah, okay, that's awesome. Because I'm a tall person. I am 6 feet, so sitting in a car like this, I need to have the seat all the way down. The other thing wrong with this car is that this visor does not stay up. I'm probably gonna find like a Velcro or maybe just a piece of tape temporarily. I think the bearing in here is pretty loose, so it's probably not holding on to it like you should. There is a little clip like right up there, so I'm gonna see if I can possibly remove this and see if I can fix it. I watched a video on YouTube on how to fix this. You just basically pull the visor off this little shaft, wrap it in electrical tape with 1 layer and shove it back on there, and then it won't do that. So I'm gonna try that. Anyway, yeah, here's the gauge cluster. It's pretty awesome looking instrument panel, I think. Of course, we have a 6-speed manual. This is the Earth Dreams Honda K24 engine, by the way. It makes about 185 horsepower at 6,400 RPM. You can see it red lines at about 6,800. So let me go ahead and start the car up, I guess. I mean, here's the rest of the interior. I have, you know, a blanket there for the dog so I don't ruin, you know, the seats. It does have a sunroof, just like my last car, so that's cool. And it's got a dome light. Anyway, let me go ahead and start the car because I'm actually about to go somewhere after I finish this video. So, you know, clutch in, it's push start, so that's cool. And there we have it. So, as you can see, this car only has 27,000 miles, so that's pretty awesome. You go ahead and hit that. So we have our information screen here, and then our control touchscreen there. Pretty awesome. We do have air conditioning, obviously. We have you know, climate control, as you can see. So that's cool. And yeah, this car does get pretty good gas mileage. As you can see, it went 165 miles in about half a tank. Let's see, 22. Okay, let me allow that. Okay, so we have 30 miles to the gallon. I mean, I'm not like the world's, you know, most tame driver. Of course, I think the oil was just changed in this car because I checked it and it's super clean. Of course, there's a tach. I want to let it warm up though before I do anything like that. Yeah, that's about it. There's a little cubby hole here for stuff. You can put stuff there. There's a couple dome lights here, or map lights, I guess they're called. Of course, it's just got a manual dimming mirror, so it'll just manually dim it for night. See, this sun visor is nice and tight, but this one's all floppy, so I need to fix that. Of course, we have storage here. We have a 12-volt outlet in there and a coin holder, and then I just have a bunch of stuff in there. Of course, down here we have a another 12-volt power outlet. I know that might be kind of hard to see because we don't have much light in here. And then it has USB and aux. So I have an iPhone, obviously, so that's how I play music. So that's pretty neat. It did come with all the original manuals and stuff. I read the manual extensively last night because this car is pretty high-tech. It has, you know, full frontal, side, and curtain airbags, so it's a very safe car. But yeah, let me go ahead and pop the hood. We'll take a look at the engine, and then this video will be pretty much over. Close the door. And yeah, see, no key because it's in my pocket. Anyway, let me go ahead and pop the hood real quick. We'll take a look at the engine. Some kind of hood latch. So here it is, the Honda K24W with earth grams. It does take 0W20 oil, which is pretty much like water. It's pretty interesting. There we have a very, very small car battery. That's only 410 cold cranking amps. Of course, there is your airbox intake right there. And this car is pretty easy to work on because, as you can see right there, the O2 sensor is right on top of the exhaust manifold, and then the catalytic converter is right there. Of course, you have your alternator there, motor mounts. It does have four-wheel ABS, so there's the controller for that. This car is just pretty easy to work on, so I'm pretty happy with that. I'll just go ahead and close the hood now. So yeah, anyway, that is going to be about it for this car. I just wanted to do a little bit of a tour on it. So there is my new baby. So I'm going to take care of this car for as long as possible, and of course, you know, pay on it for just as long. But yeah, I think I got a pretty nice car. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll see y'all later.